Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So, a lot of you have reminded me that I have not done an art journal page in a minute. So, that's what I'm going to do today. Now, these are pages that I had extra black paint or whatever color. I threw them on as a faux gesso. And these are just some different, I'm sure I have videos on different ways for beginners and whatnot. Just playing around and getting comfortable in a art journal, because I know a lot of you are new to this and it can be, a little intimidating, as all art is sometimes for new people, like the blank canvas and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what I'm going to do. This is my favorite page. I love it. I love it. I love it. And those are just cardboard pieces. And I'll link the video to this up in the iCard up here and down below for those of you who have not seen it. It's a basic page, as you can see. It doesn't take too many colors, but I tend to have a lot of cardboard pieces around me. I don't know why. And I mean like cardboard stickers, that kind of thing, puffy stickers, if you will. So you can even use die cuts, whatever. And I use them in here over the background paper, which is just book text. And like I said, I'll put it. It is one of my faves, though. It is one of my faves. And I think that's all in here. And then, yeah, the breathe, which is upside down. Which that's me in a nutshell. Upside down. Upside down. Another abstract with the tape, which you guys, a lot of you, this is another abstracty one. I've been asking for more with the tape. So, maybe I'll do it today. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. And this is just the art journal. I've been practicing making art journals. And so that's where that is. Now, if you've been with me a while, and this is just a scrap paper that I'll probably put here, but if you've been with me for a while, you know that I love envelopes. And what I mean by I love envelopes is I love this delicious cellophane plasticky window, because it just does so much. So I gotta decide what I'm gonna put in this little window. But for now, let's figure out what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna gesso it, obviously, because it has colors on it. So I'm gonna grab a, let me see what I got here. A stencil. So grab a stencil. Okay. That won't help me. Do this one. Let's see what we got here. I should clean off my desk one of these days, and then maybe I could find some stuff. Maybe I'll try one of these. One of these. And these are folk art stencils. As you can see, they come in a package, and you'll get all kinds of fantastic. What kind? I'm going to just rip this off and see. I love stencils. I love stencils. Now, I'm not going to use, I'm going to run over my dog's head if he does not move so I can move over. I'm going to be crooked over here. Why? I'm crooked a lot. My dog likes to lay right under my stuff. He gets more stuff dropped on his head than I can tell you. So all I'm going to do is, and you don't have to cut these if you have them. I love these stencils. They're I don't know, they're some sort of mylar plastic. And look, you could save this because you can use this to draw straight lines as a, use the top half, not where I cut, but, so you can help with your drawing and all. And I think I'll save that and use that because I don't like getting rid of anything. I'm such a hoarder, as my husband knows. Okay. So maybe let's just try both. Let's try both sides so we could see what we get. I'm going to go in the middle with that one because it's bigger, and then maybe I'll go in the middle that way. All right. Now, what color do we want? I want something bright, and I am digging lately this yellow. I know, but it's black, and we're just doing a little bit. It'll be covered. The Martha Stewart Creative Satin, and this is becoming a fast favorite. I don't know what this word is. Jonquil. 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 I don't know. If you know Jonquil, I don't even know if you'll be able to see it there, but that's what this word is. And I am going to put some on my non-stick craft sheets. If you're not using that, maybe you're using paper, maybe you're using brown paper, newspaper, maybe you're using wax paper, maybe you're just using your table. So put it in your palette. You do what you need to do. That's just kind of where I put it. And then I'm going to get my scruffy brush and just kind of mush it around. I'm going to wet it. Not too much because I don't want a lot of the water on it, but I want the brushes, hear it? I want that to be smashed down so I can then go in here. And you can just do this if you want. Now, I like to do this sometimes, but I'm going to tell you what can happen is it goes underneath the stencil. So I'll do that on this part. And then I'll just do this on this part. And you don't have to have it everywhere. I can just kind of hit a dot here, there, everywhere. And, you know, it could just be random like that. And then lift it up. And you have, now you can see I wet my brush. So the paint, my brush was wet. I should have dried it a little bit better. Although I'm not really caring about that too much. I also don't like to wipe my stencils off, but what you can do, and I'm just going to rock it here, is turn it upside down on the other side. Take a paper towel or rag, whatever you got. It's totally up to you. Wipe it. Smear it so it makes contact with that. And then lift it up. And then some of your paint comes off. No perfection or anything. And I'll just do this if you must clean it. I know this drives you insane, a lot of you, when I don't clean it. But look, I just use these. I'm mixed media. And I just use them like I want to. All right, so that's going to be all it for the yellow. So I'm going to rinse my brush. And then I'm going to lay down. I'm going to hit it with the gun real quick. And this paint dries fast. It's a multi-surface, which means it's between flat, you know, your matte paint, and your glossy. It's semi-gloss, so it's in between. You know. And I'm going to leave that yellow there because I'm going to use it. And maybe let me move this up and move this back just a second. Now I'm going to use this one on here. And I think I'm going to do it here, maybe on both, but I don't want to use yellow again. How about, what color? I'm going to gag. Okay. What color? I can't use black. I might just go in maybe some, let's try some orange since it's going to be, it's getting close to fall and Halloween. So why not use it? Let me move this a little bit. Go. All right. I'm going to take my brush again. This time, though, I have it in the water. I'm taking that yellow off, and I'm really going to just dry it. Make sure you dry the handle because we all know drippage comes from there. And I'm just kind of doing this. And there'll still be a little yellow in there, and I'm okay with that. I'm going in. I'm going in. And I'm just going to pounce it. Okay, and lifting it up. All right, that's not bad. And then I'm going to lay this crooked like that. Take my paper towel, give it a wipe. And it can move. Mine moved a little bit. It's just going to add some color down there. You know. Do like that. Okay, okay. Now maybe I'll take a little bit of this, which I've been using a lot of. And you can see I used a little bit of texture modeling paste in there, and I'm okay. That's how it dried. I'm good with it. And I'm just going to lay some of this down like this. Going with my brush. And then grabbing some yellow. And I'm just going to randomly take some of this yellow. And it's alright if the colors mix. We're just adding a little bit of something, something. Just adding some markings. Now I'm going to dry it. Gotta throw some green in here too, right? Gonna have to. Now, if you don't have a heat gun, which heat guns are used mainly for embossing. If you don't have a heat gun, use your hair dryer. If you don't have a hair dryer, you can go to your local Goodwill or thrift store, and you can get them very, very cheap. And if you can't do that, then just leave it dry for 5 minutes. Put on like your favorite video or somebody's video that's new, or go through my channel and find maybe a video you're interested in. And I like to do vlogs. I like to do tags. I haven't done tags in a little bit. I don't think I've really seen many tags lately, or I've thought about doing them and then I forget. I like to do vlogs and tags and, you know, that kind of stuff. And I love to do art journaling, mixed media, clay, all kinds of stuff. So if you don't like art journaling, you can go find something else. Leave it dry for the most part. I'm not going to sit and, you know, go over everything. I know it's going to still be a little damp, but I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay. I'm going to take some green, and this is Folk Art Evergreen, and I'm just going to, oh no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to squirt it on my non-stick sheet. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Oh my gosh. Okay, I only need a little bit. And I'm going to go in with a bigger brush, and I'm going to wet it, and I'm going to dab it off. I just want the brush tips to be malleable. And I'm going to go in here. I might just take a little bit more water just to thin it. I want it thin a little bit. Now, something else you can use. I don't know if I have sitting here or not. I don't know. We can use some glazing medium, if you have glazing medium. And I'll put just a little bit. And you see that? Now you can buy them in small things from Folk Art, like, you know, your small craft bottles, you can get it. This is just what I had sitting here. Okay. And I'm just going to run it down, not everywhere, and not necessarily so dark that you can't see underneath some of the stuff. You see what I'm saying? Just little bits here and there. Not a big deal, but we're adding some green to it. Now, what do you do when you have leftover green and you don't know what to do with it? Paint a page. So you can kind of start having a little bit of a background on another page. Right? Doesn't hurt nothing. We're just recycling. And isn't that what it's all about? But you can see how much lighter it is on the page. A little bit. I'll lift it up with the glazing medium. Let's see. See how it's not, you could see it's a little transparent. It's not as opaque, which is delish. Okay, so I have that. When you're using your art journal, or whatever, you know, an old book, whatever you're using to journal in or do your art journaling in, always take some of the extra paint and go to the, you know, to another page where you could put it on there and start just kind of like I did with this. I had all these colors. I can see some purple and blue in the base here. You know, over here it's a little darker. So, but look how cool this is with just stencils. We didn't do anything that fantastical. I do want it dry. I think, well, let me see here. Get this dry for the majority of it dry. Right. Because that, let me tell you something, the glazing medium dries fast. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, kicking you in the head. Sorry. I thought that was my leg space down there. This would be too small to probably put on here. But I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to cut her neck off and just do her face. Let's see. I want to cut this in anyway. This will give that another second to dry if I didn't dry it all. Look, I'm an expert cutter today. Not really. I'll have to go in and take my black marker or paint and outline again. Come on. Maybe I'll just paint another skull in there. Okay. One last time, one last time. Okay. Throw this away. Although I don't think I'm going to put her on there, but that'd be a cool, I think it should be a little bit too big. I might have to do smaller, but that'd be a cool thing on there if this was a canvas, just to have all that kind of in there, but she's a little big, so that's what she said. Okay. All these dogs, I swear. I don't know if I'm even going to put this on today. I don't know. But what I might do is, I am into doing the skulls and everything right now. So I think I'm going to take a white, this is my white Stabilo. I'm really digging this side. I might do the skull on this side. I'm just feeling if it is dry. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to just do, let's do the eye sockets on both sides. Draw a heart. If you don't want to draw something like I'm going to do, draw a heart. Draw a heart. Draw a star and then decorate it on top. Right? Like maybe like a fluorescent yellow or orange or something like that. Maybe you have a picture from a magazine that you dig. Put that on there. Nobody's telling you you can't. This just happens to be what I am insanely doing right this second, which who knows. Kind of looks like, again, boobs all spewing everywhere. Me. All right. And this is just the Stabilo all in white. If you're not familiar with them, they come in different colors. They're fantastic. And I love them. But not everybody can get them unless you order online. And some people, you know, can't order offline. And so use a crayon or a watercolor. Usually white does come in watercolors. It depends on the brand. All right, so go like this. Obviously, this is my interp of a skull in my own way. Okay. I think let's make it a wild one. Let's make it, come on now. Make it have crazy hair. I like that though. All right, so I got the base of it done. This right here, I might want a little more of a bump there. I don't know, and I'm gonna do a little, just do like a little neck. Okay, so do I have to do anything fantastic with this? No, I'm gonna actually use gesso because it's sitting here, but you can use, make her pink, make it whatever you want. I'm gonna start with gesso. And you just use whatever white paint you have. Like I said, I'm just doing it because I don't have my white paint sitting here right this second. And I'm going to go in and let's go around. I'm going to go over that white that I drew. And just kind of get that outline going. Go around the eyes. And the nose. I take paint out of the caps all the time because I'll shake something, and then just literally just take it from the cap. So all you do is you choose. I barely ever use palettes because I'm too lazy. It's not because I don't like palettes, it's that I'm lazy. I want to get to getting, or I don't want to do it. If I have to think too much on certain days, on other days I like to do it. But look, you can tell it's somewhat a skeleton, right? Mm-hmm. I'll get a little bit more and do the bottom. Give it a little waves. Waves crashing down. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Look at that. Okay, I like the hair. I don't want to change that hair, but I gotta outline it. Maybe I'll just do it in the white as well. In the white. Maybe I'll outline it. You know I love big hair. I have very big hair. I know you guys don't see it often because I always have it pulled up when I'm doing art, but my hair is big. Matter of fact, my hair is so big it's down to my butt now when I take it out of, too much information, when I take it out of my hair thing that I have to cut it, but I just don't know if I want to. It's a pain in my butt, but oh, a lot of butts in there. But you know, I'll just leave it like that for now. And then decide what to do. I might just leave it like that. Who says I can't? That's what I want to know. A little forehead. Do my brush. And then get some black and squirt it down here. More. Get my brush and we're going in. Although I'm really digging the polka dots coming through. I really am. I hate when I have to make decisions, but sorry, polka dots. I'm gonna have to cover you. And you'll see it'll come through a little bit, but not too much. Obviously, this is not, you know, we're not taking this to the book to say how accurate this is. This is, you know. Now, the teeth, I want, actually, they do have teeth. I need white. I'll need some more white. I'm going to shake. This is all I do. I just give it a shake and then take the lid off. And then I got delicious free little bit of paint there. Now I need a small little brush. I'm going in. I'm just going to tap it because I am going to go around with black. And obviously I'm not following my teeth that I made. You can make them as big, as little, as square, as round, whatever you want. But that's some teeth right there, isn't it? And then I'll clean my brush off one last time. Make sure it's dry. And take some black. And you can use a marker or a Sharpie at this point too. I probably should dry this real quick if I know what's good for me. And I'm just going to go in maybe a dot of the white in here and make it a little grayish black. And let's see, I'm going to go in between. Like that, pick up a little more on the bottom. Okay, a little bit over here. That's just kind of the mouth. And then I can go in and run my brush around, like in the middle, kind of. And you could give him little, you can give him little cavities. Got a big cavity there. Cavity there. You see what I'm saying? We could play. Play. That's what this is about. Look at that. So now I can go in with my black and I'm going to outline the hair. Like I'm going to leave that hair there. It's almost like a Bride of Frankenstein hair, but not really. Like that's not what I was doing. However, it's kind of what came out. And I'm going to do this like this. And what I think I'm going to do, I do love that hair, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get more. Now listen, if you don't have, oh, that's iridescent. If you don't have, what's it called? Blending. If you don't have glazing medium, geez, a Pete's cow. Water down your paint. That's all you're going to do. Water it down. And I'll take, I'll just do this. I won't bother another brush. Take it, dry it off, dry the handle off, go in here, make a mess, get in there real good. And what I'm hoping for, and like I said, if you water it down, you could do that as well. What I'm hoping for is it to be translucent. So you get the black, but you could still see the underneath, right? Which is like what I'm going for. I'm just going to paint it in, and you could see that's what we're getting. You're not going to see all that green and everything, but you'll still see. And I wanted that outside to be, you know, a little more dramatic than it's ending up. I think I might just go over this and make it grayish. Yeah. Okay. It's kind of like a, I don't know what he is, but he's something. I can go in here and kind of use this as shadow, you know, around him or her. I don't know how you would tell. Okay. And then you could even go in and add some shading, because that's what this is going to end up being, around the eyes. Because I don't think, I mean, it's more like a yellow, I think this skulls are, but who am I? I'm just going to sit and paint and make it a little gray. So it's not so stark white. Of course, you all do what you do, but just remember, if you do use blending medium, glazing medium, it dries fast. So you don't want to drag too much. Right? And then I could do a little bit because his teeth are like, bam! We're not going there. We're just going to lightly go over them to temper them down. Okay? Not digging on the hair. I'm not, because I put that stupid white in there, but I will go over it one more time. And I'm glazing it, so that's not going to really cover it, but that's all right. Sometimes you just got to live with what you do. And it's okay. Okay. All right. So, I need a paper towel. Now, I obviously can take this and wipe it on another page. Maybe I will. Let's see what we got. Maybe we'll do it on the back of this. I'll get my big brush and just kind of take off some of the water. Go in and go like this. Now remember, this dries fast. It's also going to be a bit sticky, so I am going to dry it with my heat gun for a second. Okie dokie. That'll be good for that. Okay, so now let's figure out. Just so back on. I need a drink of water because I'm talking so much and my throat is hurting. Okie dokie. I'm going to push this. Not bad. I mean, we're playing, you know. I mean, the hair, you know what I'm saying. But let's do this. Let's cut this out. And we all get mail. And we all get these things with the windows. You even use your pasta box. I've done this a million times. I'll tell you what's a lot of fun is using like your alcohol ink and stuff. But we're going to have to layer. So I'm going to cut off this, just this little bit here where it's a bit raggedy. But you don't have to. You can keep, you know, what have you. I got a little writing on there I don't need. Okay, so let me just show you a little technique. Because I'm going to put this here, but I want it to be layered somewhat. So what that means is I'm going to lay down what I want to show, and then I'm going to throw gesso or white over the back of what isn't, so it shows up. Do you see what I'm saying? But we could put it this way. Maybe I'll just do it this way. So if I do it this way, it's going to have to be backwards. I'm going to write it. Oh, good God, Kelly. Let's go for it, shall we? I'm going to write boo. All right, so I'm going to a permanent marker. Right? Who's a little ballsy today? I am. And you can, of course, use your white crayon or your Stabilo. Oh, I just got, okay. I'll use the Stabilo here, watch. That's just going to give me the base of where it's at. And then your white crayon. See, so you can use, you know, whatever you want. Just so I have an idea, because that was awfully heroic. Not heroic. Ballsy is the only word I could say, because, you know, I can't do that stuff. Boo. Let me see how that'll show up. All right, that's kind of, I'm going to thicken it a bit. Thicken them, thicken them. We're gonna thicken them. No, you can use paint. You don't have to use a marker. It's just today. What day aren't my hands killing me? And now I have it in my neck today, so where it is just killing me. It's going to be a heat and pad kind of day. All right. Okay, so you see that. Now you can see the white. That white would come off. But I'm going to paint the back white. So now, while this is kind of drying for a second, do you want to put anything in the boo? Do you want to wait until... What is the tape on my toe? All right. I don't mind many things. Tape on my toe? It's something else. Okay, so if we turn it over, we see boo. We're going to have a white background. And you don't need to have a white background. You can just do like this. And this is just adding something else. Like I said, use alcohol ink. Use wet acrylic paints with some alcohol. I know I got a couple of requests to do that. You know, use whatever. Stickers, it doesn't matter. But the point is, whatever I do on here, I want it to be white on the back so it really sticks out. So while that's drying, maybe I will do some funky shit around here. All right. I'm just going to stick these colors. Come on, just a little. Come on, give me a little bit of green. It's almost empty, that's why. When I like colors, I'm very obsessive over using them. All the time. Especially because Halloween's coming and I've been doing a few things. And, I mean, you can't have Halloween without yellow, green, and orange, can you? No, you can't. It's probably way too much that I need, but we're going to rock with it. I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to dry my brush and the handle. Say it to yourself every single time. Go with the lighter color. Because then you'll always make sure you wipe the handle so you don't get runny brush syndrome. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Maybe we should do a marathon for the runny brush syndrome. And I'm just not going on the plastic on the front as well because I don't want to. I don't want to, but I will put a fingerprint in there. But if you go on it a little bit, it's okay because we're going to paint. And if you want on here, like if you want to add like a little bit of, I don't know, I'll show you. We'll just do a little, just a color things. You can do these in orange like a pumpkin and we could decorate it like a pumpkin. Is this a creepy kind of thing? No. Listen. We're painting pumpkins on the front. You can make a creepy pumpkin face, though, right? And nobody's telling you can't do that. You know, you're just adding a little bit more of yourself in here, right? And then I'll rinse this off and do a little green on the sides. Oh, look, got some on that plastic. And then what I'm going to do is, I want them kind of blended together. Like I want like all the colors. And I'm just going to lay some of this down here. And then take my paper towel. And just kind of, I don't know. I don't care if only one of the colors is very primary. I know, you know, on the thing. I'm just kind of trying to make it a little grungy without having to do anything, you know, so fantastic. I just wanted to kind of blend. All right, so now I will take this away. Although, listen, don't do things like this. Do as I say, not as I do. Throw this on paper next to you. Tell you what, go to the dollar store and get one of those, what are they called? Oh, crap. Composition book. Or they do have drawing books at the dollar store and that. Get one, $1. Have it sitting by you at all times. Start throwing all your extra paint on it, right? On top of each other, layer, whatever, whatever, whatever. And before you know it, you'll have it full and you'll have mixed media paper. So you don't have to go to the store. Tip, tip. Kelly gave a tip. You see what I'm saying? All right. All right. I'm going to real quick just hit this because it's going to melt that paper and I don't want that. But I want it to kind of be somewhat dry. Okay. And I think my Sharpie should be dry. So now is, let me show you what it looks like right now, which is fine on its own. It really is. It's a fine, fine thing. If I dirty in another paintbrush. All right, I'm going in with the white. And I'm just going to, not anything fancy. I'm just going to cover the word. Booze the word. Okay. And then that, put the lid on so I don't spill it. Give it a quick boom, 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 boom. That's my cord. I'm sorry. It's hitting against my thing. Look. Boo. But look, what fun. See how I did the painting? The little star? It shows up. So you could do whatever you want. You want to do a little doodling and all before you put the white? Do it. I say do it. Now, what I'm going to use to glue this down is, if I can find it. You know what I'm just going to use? I'm just going to use my glue stick. Going to be easy peasy today. But you can use double-sided tape. You can use Mod Podge. You can use white school glue. You can use, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to run this. Make sure it's dry. Decide where you want it. I mean, you can have it go like this. Look at that. That's fanciness. That's what I'm going to do because I'm fancy. And then I'm just going to push it down. That's hair staring at me. I don't know what I'm going to do with that hair. I think I'm going to go in and cover that because it's bothering the crap out of me. All right. And you make sure you get the glue everywhere and you get that on. Okay. Okay. So, look at that. And that's recycling from a envelope. Okay? I mean, come on now. Think about the fantastic stuff you could do. You could put little ghosts. You can do little doodles. I mean, it doesn't have to be boo. It could be love. It could be whatever. I do this a lot. I wanted to do it again just to show you guys, all my new guys out there who are new and subscribe to me. Yeah, so a lot of fun. Now, I'm gonna take this hair off because I cannot stand it anymore. I need a brush. Okay. Going in with some gesso, and I'm just going in. I can't stand it being the two. Call it OCD, call it weirdo, call it insane, call it whatever you want. I'll leave the outside black, but I just want some of that. Yeah. This is just gesso, but you can use white paint, or if you wanted even another color, by all means, go ahead. I just needed that covered. And I'm just going to kind of rub this in here so it kind of blends a little bit more. See how I'm like pulling it down a little bit in between the eyes and stuff just so it kind of blends a little bit better. And that's much better. That's much better. His head's exploding because that's how mine feels today. So that kind of works there. We're all going. All right. It's all good. So I'm going to do a little giveaway. It's going to be a stencil. Probably 2 stencils. Maybe the stencils I used here, I have to see what I have. So I want you guys to use in a sentence down below. Use the word stencil. Yeah, use the word stencil down below in a sentence. And then I will pick a winner. Now, the last time I picked a winner, it was like basically the next day after I put the video up. Some of you were not happy with that. However, I respect you guys. I respect your opinions and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes, you know, I have the same the same people who always watch my videos when they go up the first day. And I know not everybody can do that, and I get that, and I'm not going to always do the comments from the first day. But, you know, sometimes that's just how I pick it. So, you know, don't be angry. Don't write me nasty emails or anything like that. If I decide that I'm going to pick it from, when I put this up that day, I'll pick it the next day, then that's it. If not, maybe I'll leave it for a week. I'm not going to have any set dates or let you know of any set dates, because that's not fair. That's not fair. And like I said, I know I'm not bullying anybody into doing anything. It's just I like to switch it up sometimes so everybody gets a chance. And because I love you guys winning, and I love sending you guys your prizes. So there's that. But also keep your eye out for a bigger giveaway. And I'm excited for that as well. So as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. If you guys do anything, do this in an art journal page, use your envelope in an art journal page or in any type of art, please text me. Please tag me anywhere, Facebook, what else? Twitter, Google, that kind of thing. And let me know. I'd love to see it, because I love when you guys do do similar things and tag me with what you guys do. I love it. And I hope that this was at least fun and entertaining enough for you guys to sit for 46 minutes and watch this craziness that I call my life and my art. And you guys rock. Be kind to each other, because you never know what battle somebody else is fighting. You guys rock. I love you guys. Please share me everywhere. I really, really appreciate it. And I think that's all I got today. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.